Friends, welcome to the Next.js series. In this tutorial, we're gonna see how to filter a particular product using this search bar. So here I have taken a list of products which we had seen in the previous tutorial, and also we had seen if I click this particular view details, it goes to this particular view page, view details page. And once I have added to the cart, we can't add it again. And if I want to increase or decrease the product, I can do by this way. If I want to remove this particular cart, I can able to remove the particular product from the cart. And for that, for now we have to search some field here. So for that we have to do modification in our code. So for that, you in the project folder, we have to have a component folder. So in this folder I have a header.js. In the header.js, we have to have this particular input bar. So for that I have taken this input. Here I have a placeholder. This is a search products. So here whatever I have typed in this particular field, so I have to store it in some use state variable. So for that I have used the React hook use state. Here query and set query we have. So whatever I have typed in the set query, it setted the value in the query. So once I have submitted this particular, once I click this particular, for example, if I type something, if I click this, so what it will happen, once I submit this, whatever I have stored it in this query, that query, I have to trim. So the trim in the sense, whatever I have any space, extra spaces, that and all will remove. So after, what it will do is, it is, I'm using a router to push it on some other path. So we have to use this next navigation to import this particular use router. So here I have take use a router, dot push method we have. So in this, once I click this, it's go to this particular page, products query equal to, you have to give here whatever I have typed, that will be shown here. So here you have whatever I type here, that will be here. So here I have typed something, that the products. So here the products, the query equals, it will go there. And here I have typed whatever I have typed in the search bar is queried here. So this is the first step, we have to do this. And in the header we have to import in the layout section. So here in the layout you have to import this, so that you will be getting this in the header page. So in the header, uh, so here what you have to do is, next we have to go to this products page. This is the products page only, we have to show this particular component, right? So particular product I have to show a filtered product. So for that, here we are using a user action. So for that, we have to use a server component here. We have to use a async, so that we are using await. Here I have a method called search bar. Mm, Here what we have to do is, we have a search params. What the search params will do, it is, it extract the query from the URL search param. So here it will search for the query parameter. So the what the query parameter, search params dot query, whatever the value which I have given here, it will be extracted and stored in this particular variable. So this variable will be passed in the search bar. So what this method will do, so this method will go to this action and server action. So we have already seen how the server action work. We have to use server directive. So like that we have seen in our tutorial. So that in the search bar, whatever I have typed here, I have typed something, that will be go to here. So if I don't type, if I'm not giving any query parameter in the time, my all the product have to be displayed right here. So for that you have to, so once the query is passed here, it goes to the fetch product search. So the fetch product searches is all about here. If I don't give any parameters or query parameters here, what it means is, it will return all the products from this product model. So for that you have to give a query equal to null. If I don't have any value in the query, URL. That time also I have to get all the products in the list. So suppose if I type something, suppose if I type pink, the I have to filter that particular mm, uh, search. I have to search that particular product. So here I have to already I have connected with the DB, which we have explained in the previous tutorials. And so once it's go to find the particular query what I have typed, suppose you consider the pink, I'm typing. So in the MongoDB, we have a operator called OR operator. What this operator will do is either any one of the field. Here I have a name and category which I have in the particular database name field and the category field. So it will check any pink color is exist in this particular name or category in all the 10 products it will search. So for that, either name or category in any one of the field is exist, it will be shown to us, filter to us. And here this is a regular expression. So whatever the query, this query is all about the pink, whatever I have typed in this here in the search bar, that the pink will be here then the regex will do and search in the database. And options is all about if I type, either I can type a small case or I can type capital case or I can type a camel case. Whatever I have typed, it will search in the database, and it return to this particular product. The product what it will do is, we have to convert it to plain object, so that we have to convert it into to string this underscore id, serialize the product to avoid sending. So for that we have to product dot underscore id to string method, we have to do this for the image, so that we will not getting any warning like how to pass plain object to those from the server component to the client component, like that you will be getting a warning. So that message we will be rectify. So once we have written this will be this will be written to this filter product. If I type something in the search bar pink, the whatever I have the product mm, uh, in the category of pink, that will be filtered. So this filtered product will be go here. For example, it goes to this particular page. Here the search bar will return the filtered product. This filtered product, I'm just check the length should be greater than 0. If it is, I don't have any product in the list, so I have to print no product found. Otherwise I have to filter that particular pink now. I have to map map that particular product. So for that I have to show that particular images and the name and the category of the product and also the price and also the link view details I have to. So once the view detail page, if I click that particular products, if I click that, it will go to this particular product detail page. So this is all about. So we will see, once I type pink, it will search in the regex. So in the database, so the rejects, in the rejects we will be getting pink. So what it will do, it will convert it into case insensitive and search in the database, and whatever exists in this pink color, it will be filtered, and the filtered product will be shown here, right? So the search bar will return this filtered product. That filtered product we have to show it in a front end. So we have to map that particular product, whatever I have in that particular pink, whatever I have typed, so that product we have to show. If I type something other than this, so no product found, like that it will be shown. So if I type pink, so the pink product exists. This is a view details. We can go to the product and product id page. So if I want to add to cart, like that we can do. So this is all about the filtering the products. So for first what we have to do is, in the component and the header.js, we have to create one input field. We have to set query, the whatever I have typed, it's stored in the query using the use state. And if I click that particular input box, submit this, it will push into this particular products query equal to this particular, whatever I have typed, this will be rendered here. So once it goes to this product. What it will do, it goes to the products page. And the search bar, in the search params, what it will do, it extract the query from the search params. So it will store whatever I have typed. It will go to this server action. The server action page, action server action, it will go to this server action page. This query will be passed, and it will goes to this fetch product search. So in the product search, what it will happen, if I don't type anything, all the product has to shown. So that by query equal to empty, we have to mention, otherwise it will show an error, it will not show all the product. So this is a DB connect, and here I have to find whatever I have typed. This query is all about the ping which I have shown earlier. This is converted into the case insensitive and search in the name and the category in the MongoDB. So it will return to this. This is a either of this two, so that's why it's a or. And it goes to it return to this products. This product converted to plain objects, and it returned to this fetch filtered products. This filtered product is written to this products page. And here on the filter product, the search bar will return this filter product. And here it will check if it is length, there is no product which I have typed, so no product found, like that it will shown. Otherwise it will map those particular product list. And if we want to go to the view details of this particular product, it goes to this product and product underscore id. So we can go like this. So this is all about the searching a particular product using a server action. So thank you all of you.